I decided to join Physique Canada mostly because after my third time at the IFBB World Championships, I realized that the organization, at the time at least, wasn't supporting the same values as I was. To me, integrity, fair judging, supporting the athlete, especially when he's competing at a higher level, is very important to me. If we think about the golden age of bodybuilding, bodybuilders were icons. They were ideals people looked up at. One of the reasons bodybuilding is so hard to sell to the public is because of the drug abuse. Especially in the last decades, bodybuilding took a different path, and now the bodybuilder is more, has the reputation of being a freak more than an icon. Physique Canada wants to go back to that, go back to the roots of what bodybuilding was in the first place. I've won the CBBF Canadian Championships 4 times. I've won the Physique Canada once, so I'm a 5-time Canadian champion. I also represented Canada 3 times at the IFBB World Championships. And one of the reasons why I decided to enter the Physique Canada contest at the end was that after my last experience at the Worlds, a lot of things went really bad over there. At the time, I never wanted to compete again. It took me at least 3 months to get back to training. I wasn't able to train for 2 months because I got sick on the way home, and I lost the motivation to train for a contest. So it took me a year to think about it and get back into shape and wondering what I was going to do. And I remembered the promise that I made to Brian and Doug about competing with Physique Canada. And I had a different goal in mind. My goal was to impress the audience and show them what a bodybuilder can be. It was the best experience I've ever had. To me, the winner, a true champion, has everything. He's got proportions, he's got balance development, he's got attitude, he's got poise, he's gracious in his posing. And my goal was to do just that. It was to impress the audience to the point where they see me on stage and they just go, wow. Usually when I create a routine, what I do is that I select the poses that I want to incorporate in the routine. And doing a routine is not simply making poses on music. It's trying to express yourself through the music. I wanted to pay a tribute to the greats of the sport. So I specifically chose at least one pose from each one of them. At the same time, I was taking tango lessons with my wife. And I decided to pose on the tango music. So I chose the well-known song Boruna Cabeza that you heard in movies like Son of a Woman, True Lies. So I knew that people would relate to that song. The poses, one after the other, impresses the audience with perfect positioning, attitude, like I said, poise. It was then people started to get amazed and to really be impressed by the performance. It's a performance. Yes, you have to be in condition, you have to have a certain volume of muscle, but most importantly, you have to be able to show it on stage. And a lot of bodybuilders lack that ability. The feeling on stage when I was with Rob and Charles was kind of special because we had a special chemistry that you don't usually have in a contest. We were not trying to beat each other, we were trying to amaze the audience with our performance and then let the judges do their work. The fact that Serge Moreau gave me the medal at the end when I won was kind of special too to me because he supported me so much. Serge is known to be one of the greatest posers Canada ever had. And that's one thing that I like about Physique Canada is that as they're trying to promote the sport, they have medals. They don't have trophies. And to me, it's something different, because in other sports, you don't get a trophy, you get a medal. There's gold, there's silver, there's bronze. It's another thing that sets them apart from the other organizations. I only hope over time people realize that if you're a clean athlete and you're looking for fair judgment and respect, Physique Canada is the only way to go. To me, it automatically made sense when I decided to not go back to the way I saw competing and to continue to promote a healthy lifestyle and healthy competing. It automatically made sense to me that Physique Canada was the federation. They put so much efforts into that, into promoting the sport instead of marketing that freak show, that I hope their efforts will be rewarded over time.